speaking of dialogue and understanding, I want to finish and take the last 5 minutes we have here to talk about the voice. I'll just flag that in about 5 minutes I'm going to call for your questions. So if you have questions, we have 2 microphones on either side down here. Please come forward and start to line up, and then we can move them along. We want to take as many as we possibly can. But can we talk about the voice? You spoke yesterday about, emotional engagement with people. I'm still asking the question, so thanks. You spoke yesterday about heart engagement with people on the voice. But I know people who want to support it, but they're also engaging with their heads, and they're having trouble with the mechanics of how it is going to work. Now, can you step us through? Say you as a government come up with a health policy position and the voice exists. What happens then? Does every health policy position go to the voice? What is the process in your mind?
Well, to take a step back, perhaps, there are 2 fundamental things the voice will do, the referendum will do. One is just recognise Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in our Constitution. They're not recognised at the moment. And the Constitution's our nation's birth certificate, and it should be a source of pride that we share this continent with the oldest continuous culture on earth. The second thing that it will do is the voice, which is, there's a lot of detail out there. Tom Calma and Marcia Langton produced a 200-odd page document after considerable consultation. One of the misnomers about this is that there isn't information out there, and this has come from sort of nowhere.
Yeah.
The Uluru Statement was 2017. There were 5 years of consultation. Since then, there's been 5 years of parliamentary committees, the Calma-Langton report that went to the Cabinet twice. What it envisaged was a group of 20 people, 10 male, 10 female, with designated spots reserved for people from remote and rural communities, for example, but that would be consulted, and the question, the 3 points of the constitutional change, which are very clear, is that where matters directly impact Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, then the voice would be consulted. So it wouldn't be, take for example, if there was a policy of support for Medicare, that's for everyone, then that's not about the voice. What would be about the voice, though, is how do we close the gap in health, education, housing, justice outcomes?